new study claims that sleeping naked is actually better for the health of your nether regions. While many like to keep their undergarments on, it is what it's keeping in that could be the issue. Staying covered up can keep heat and moisture in, which may encourage growth of bacteria or yeast. For men, going bare can keep the sperm count up, and for women, it can keep the temperature down. So yes or no, would you go commando?
Travis, we're all dying to know. Do you sleep naked? We all want to know. Don't we all want to know?
Or I do a little bit of both, not gonna lie. And it depends on, if it's freezing outside and it's cold, I'm not going commando.
Yeah, I mean,
but in the warmer weather months, I'm commando, no doubt.
Sleepover at Travis's house.
Woohoo!
But you wear a t-shirt. You're just talking.
Oh no, I go buck naked in the summer.
But again, in the winter, depending where you are, if you're in the mountains and it's cold and.
Oh well, I think one of the most uncomfortable things is when if you're commando in the middle of the winter, because I like to drop the temperature at night and not have the heater on. And I will say, you know, you roll over and you don't have the covers, and you're naked in the middle of the winter, it gets cold. I mean, and then you take your hands and they've been outside of the covers and you lay them on your bare chest. You're like, woo, a little bit chilly there. So yeah, I think it's give or take. What about you, buddy? Just curious. Are these yours?
I'll wear these to bed, but it don't come off. So commando, unless it's cold.
That's what I wear to bed. Men's boxer shorts.
Do you really?
Oh my God, they're the best.
They actually are kind of nice.
They are. I have like Superman ones and ones with dollar bills.
Okay.
Oh yeah, hearts. Yeah.
I'm kind of embarrassed to admit something, but I'm going to, because we are on national TV and it'll just be us and our, between us and
we
only people that watch this show.
We won't tell anybody.
So my mom sent me off to college with brown satin sheets.
Oh,
and I was in Durham, North Carolina, where it was about 1,000 degrees. We roll in August. There's no air conditioning. There's nothing. And I would sleep buck naked in these brown satin sheets that were just like this. And the amount of grief, literally, imagine brown satin sheets. Imagine, you're trying to be a cool guy. You just get off to college and be like, hey, you want to come sit on my brown satin sheets?
The girls maybe liked it, but the guys, I'm sure they gave you a lot of grief.
A lot.
I think honestly, from a girl's perspective, the fact that you let your mama pick your sheets and you love her enough to keep them, and you sleep naked, perfect combination.
I also had a Mickey Mouse comforter, I guess.
Did they last all 4 years?
No, after my sophomore year, I was so sick of my guy friends making fun of me. And I said, Mom, we got to get some new sheets. Because, when you're in college, I'm not going to the store to buy sheets. So we switched it up, went flannel ever since.
All I remember about college is that waterbed.
You had a waterbed?
Heck yes. It was the 70s.
I obviously
Until it sprung a leak. That was a bad day.
Okay, this is so off topic, but who has a waterbed in college other than Drew Ordon?
Well, no, but back then...
I would have expected that.
Really?
I mean...
Yes.
How do you... But it was the times.
It was the times.
Waterbeds
But you
were
needed
at
the satin
peak.
sheets for it. Put on a little Saturday night fever.
Maybe it did have satin sheets, come to think of it.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah,
it did. Woohoo! Now, interestingly, we did a little Twitter poll, and our social media follower said this when we asked, do you sleep in the nude? 23% indeed sleep naked. 77% said no to going commando. So I guess the majority of people do wear some type of clothing.
Or they don't want to admit it.
Or they don't want to admit it. But sleeping in the nude, incidentally, can be a really beneficial thing. And I'll speak first for men. We talked about the family jewels. Look, to be quite frank, men's testicles descend below because they need to be at a certain temperature. And if they are, if you're wearing tight underwear at night and they're hugged right up against your body, you can actually decrease sperm production. So if you're trying to have a baby with your spouse, not ideal. And women, the same thing. Women don't want really hot, moist environment down there either.
I mean, let it breathe, both men and women.
Right.